going on, YouTube? It's your boy Danger. We're back with another video. Now, before I start, I have to shout out this gentleman because he has the links, he has the gameplay, he has the information. Shout out to 2K Leaks. You can follow him on his Twitter page. He has all the information. He has a bunch of shit. He's dropping more content tomorrow. Make sure you guys stay tuned to that and subscribe to my channel as well. If you are new to the channel, hit a thumbs up as well. I will be keeping you guys updated, especially when he updates anything. You guys can also turn on notifications on his Twitter. But he has some more gameplay showing a better view of the shot meter, as well as some controls introduced into 2K. Now, there may be some differences, some changes from last year, but I'm going to go ahead and read to you some of the controls. Now, this image that I have here will be in the link in the description as well. It might be a little bit blurry. If you want to go ahead and pause this video, open up the image, and then we can read it off together. So first thing you see here is L2 says offense and defense. On offense, you get to post up by holding, and of course, dribble moves, you tap. Defense, you would have to increase. In intense defense, you have to hold L2. We know that. L1 offense is pick control, and then you hold by play calling by tapping. L1 on defense, you double team, of course, by holding, and on defense strategy, you just tap. Now R2, you sprint, of course. R1 on offense, it says icon passing. We're familiar with that. And on defense, it's icon player select. All right, we're familiar with that. Now it says here on triangle. Now, forgive me because some of the texts are blurry. It says triangle offense is overhead passing by tapping, alley-oop by double tapping, lead to the basket by holding, and defense, it says, I can't even read that. It says rebound and block, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, rebound and block. Circle, it says offense, it says bounce pass tap, flashy pass double tap. It says receiver control hold. Now, from what my boy Trey, and I'm gonna put his link in the description too because he's fucking killing it right now. From what he told me, is similar to what a dude named Annoying said, that if you're familiar with NBA 2K17 My Career, when you was able to become Justice and when you ignited the orange juice mode in that career part, you were able to control him for a certain period of time. In this case, I guess this would only work for a certain mode in 2K, where you're able to control a player on your team for only a short period of time. We're not 100% sure what exactly that'll do, but that's a feature as well by holding circle. On defense, you get to take charge, of course, by holding circle. My favorite move. And also by flopping, you could double tap circle. Now it says here, I can't even fucking read cross. Well, obviously that's X. It says on offense, you pass by tapping, skip pass by holding, and it says defense, it says player swap, of course. Now square, forgive me, I cannot read this. Offense, it says shoot by holding, and then it says pump fake or something. It says tap. I can't even fucking read that. Defense, it says block, steal. Sorry, it says steal. Option says pause the menu. Call the timeout. We're familiar with that. Player movement with the analog stick. Offensive defense says dribble moves by tapping with the right analog stick, of course, and shooting with the analog stick. You can still do that. And it says heads up. Oh no, stands up or arms up. I can't even fucking read it. Or take charge on defense. Oh, okay. So you can use the analog stick for that as well. Game plans, I think it's by hitting left or by hitting something. I forgot, but I know tapping left on offense is player strategy. And then, of course, on defense, it says defensive sets, substitutions, and player HUD as well. Similar, same button controls as before. Now, that's the NBA 2K18 player controls or control settings that are available in the game. As far as the gameplay goes, because he did show some Knicks gameplay, and he also showed some more gameplay displaying, if I'm not mistaken, it's from the GameStop Expo. It had the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, it showed a better view of the shot meter. And from what I saw, it's actually a smaller shot meter than the whole 2K from underneath your person. It's very small, and it's at a curve. So I don't know, from what I assume, when you take the shot, say if you're shooting with someone who has a slow release, the meter would obviously be much slower to release, but it's still not as clear to see if there's a line where you know where to stop at, but it seems like a very short meter. I'm not too sure if that's going to be any effective or would that be annoying to some people, but I can definitely see that this shot meter is much shorter than the traditional shot meter. I don't know how that's going to affect fast release shooters. I don't know, but we can also see that they do have the same scoreboard and shit like that. I don't know what's the deal if they're not polishing that, but also, as my boy Trey mentioned, they added a new thing where above the basket, or I guess just above your screen, It shows whether or not you had a good release. It also shows if your shot was contested, how good or how contested your shot was, and stuff like that. Something that they just added, and I believe another YouTuber has spoke on that as well. So as you guys can see in the footage, when you do click on the link, you'll see when dude is doing a free throw shot, or if somebody's in his face, you will see several options or certain things that pop up on screen, basically displaying your, I guess, performance level when you take your shot. I don't know who gives a fuck about that, honestly, but I guess that was like a little bit of here and there of what they added. Now tomorrow, 2K Leaks did say that they might drop something off on My Career, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel, and make sure you guys stay tuned to his Twitter on that, because that's going to be big. The reason why that's going to be big, that's going to lead to your My Player, and with your My Player, we might hear some customization options as far as whether or not do you upgrade him here, because there's a whole new upgrade system in 2K18. And will it lead to the playground? Because I don't think it's called the park anymore. It's called the playground. So make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, hit the like button and stay tuned for tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of fucking crazy news coming out. But it's your boy 3MG. Shout out to 2K Leaks. Thank you for allowing me to use your image and your information, all that good shit. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
Oh yeah, I told you, the weather's cold, we're getting older. Things even change when it gets colder, but we'll move on just like I'm always. The sun is cold, the sun's